Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We're talking today with Henrietta Davis, who's running for City Council of Cambridge City Council.
That's right.
And you've been on the council for a while.
I've been on the council for 16 years. Before that, I was on the school committee for 8 years. So I've been serving the people of Cambridge for 24 years.
That's a while.
It's been a great pleasure to have an opportunity to work on various issues in the city and to help people, young and old, so have a better life here in Cambridge.
Not getting tired of it?
No, there's always a new adventure somehow.
Yeah.
There's always a new challenge. And in particular, the new challenge this year was working on aging in Cambridge, because I was made the chair of the Mayor's Silver Ribbon Commission, and we're just now looking at housing options for people as they get older. So the commission's only been meeting for a year, and I feel like we're just getting started. So there's so much more to do, to look at what kinds of things could make Cambridge a better city, an even better city for people who are getting older.
What's the proportion of the population that's ages?
Well, I knew I should have that figure, but basically what I do know, I mail to 4,000 households over 65, so I know that, and I know there are twice as many households that are 55 to 65, 65 and older. So the population, it's the baby boomers really, because the baby boomers turn 65 this year, and there are many of them coming along, and they may be retiring, and they may be thinking about downsizing, they may be thinking of moving to different kinds of housing, and we really haven't thought about that. Lots of those baby boomers are already moving to Cambridge from elsewhere, so we have a big demand for the kind of housing that is good for people as they're getting older. That is probably not fourth floor walk-ups. And
so what can the city actually do about that?
well, one of the things that the city can do is we have an affordable housing trust, and the affordable housing trust now has its priority making more housing available for families, and that's been a priority for a while. I think some of that priority can be shared with people who are getting older. And some of it is simply just planning and figuring out what are the possibilities, things we're not taking advantage of now. How are we not communicating, for example, with people who are building here anyway about what we see as the demand of our residents who want something, but maybe those people who are coming in and building just don't know that. And we know that MIT, for example, is going to be building a lot more housing, we hope, in Kendall Square, and there'll be a lot more housing in North Point, and there are places out near Concord Avenue where more units are being built, and we could be taking into account the demand and the interests of people who are getting older, and that's not happening yet.
And the city can have an impact, do you think?
Well, the city can as planners, some of it might be money, but a lot of it really is being the advocates for residents and recognizing what the needs are and making sure that sort of convening the discussion, which is what's happened so far, but we're really just beginning.
Great, that's a start.
Yeah, it is a start. I'm pleased with that.
What are your other priorities for the next 2 years?